Hello, everybody. I'm going to discuss with you concerning work-life balance. A lot of people keep reminding me about work-life balance. Why they remind me is because I work a lot. But one thing I need to remind everybody is this: if you are not working hard, but you are playing hard, you are also using energy. So basically, you are still exhausting or putting your body through stress. But if you have the opportunity, because it's all about opportunity, if you have the opportunity to work hard and get results from your hard work, you will never have any reason to complain when your body is weaker. You see, I compare myself or I compare what I do to those before me that succeeded and not those that did not. When you say work-life balance, I'm yet to see an extremely successful man in America or in Africa or in Nigeria that does not work around the clock. Even when they're on vacation, they're actually working. Even when they're with family, their brains are still active. They are still doing something. You hardly find them just relaxing. I could give example of some extremely rich men all the way till they're 70, 80 years old. They are still working hard. They never relent and say, oh, I have it all. Or I work Monday to Friday, so I have to rest Saturday and Sunday. No. If your job allows you to not do anything, that's good. But if your job gives you the opportunity of putting more hours in, I would advise you to do that. The reason is simple. There are people, after retirement, they have to go back to work. They worked 40 years, due for retirement, but they cannot retire. They cannot now rest the way they wanted to rest. Why? Because they did not work the right way when they were actually working. They were working 40 years, but they were always taking weekends off, vacations, and stuff like that. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you cannot work hard and enjoy while you're working. I'm saying if you have the opportunity to work an extra day or extra 2 days during your week, you can set aside that money, that extra 2 days of money, towards your retirement, towards your weak years, towards your sunset years. For instance, a man that makes $5,000 a month and is satisfied with it by working 4 days a week or 5 days a week, and he's good. $5,000 every single month, he's good. But doesn't have something significant set aside for his old age or for his retirement age. Guess what's going to happen? He may retire after 40 years, but has nothing to rely on, and then has to go back to work those extra 2 days he was not doing when he was younger. If you work $5,000 every month and decide to do an extra day or two, and that day or two gives you one extra $1,000 a month, if you decided to put that one extra $1,000 every month to work, you paid into your Roth IRA, into your retirement fund, into your 401k, and let it grow. You are still making your $5,000 to take care of yourself the way you normally take care of yourself, but an extra day of work or extra 2 days of work gave you $500 to $1,000. Put that $500 to $1,000 to work. After 20 years, you'll be shocked how much it will grow for you. But I know a lot of people that always remind me about work-life balance. That's a pipe dream. No successful man has a work-life balance. Success doesn't come with that kind of balance. There's always a tip on the edge. Name it. Name one successful person, even athletes, movie actors, musicians. On their days off, they are thinking, looking for solution to a problem. You may not see them actively doing the physical work, but mentally they are there. Mentally they are doing the work. I would advise that anybody that decides to prioritize work-life balance over being successful at their later years, they should think twice, because retirement is coming. It is coming. You cannot stop it unless you decide to drop dead. But if you intend to live all the way to retirement, you need to set money aside. You need to value having money work for you than work-life balance. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Thank you, everybody.